Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
So the Bears ready to go on offense, and it's the #1 overall pick leading them out, the Heisman Trophy winner from USC, Caleb Williams. Caleb going to throw right away.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. Boy, how about this to start a ball game? That's twice in a row now, Charles, that they get to it.
And how often do we talk about offenses that operate off of a script to begin games? Feels like this defense had their script together on this one. And their script said put the quarterback down and do it.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
Now Etienne to start the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You look at this Bears defense.
They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. Play action. It's Lawrence. That is incomplete. The Jaguars in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
They'll run with Etienne and trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. Going for it, here's Etienne.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Now Lawrence to throw.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 78 yards.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's Williams. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Like it's been this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. To throw, Williams. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Jags will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. DeAndre Carter back deep. That's taken it around the 40. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7, and the Bears take over. Their quarterback leading this offense back out, and he's been loose with the football early. Interceptions on the first couple of drives. As they start again here, we'll see if he can do better. 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's a 2nd and 8. To the air, Williams. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Williams. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Looking to throw is Williams. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Williams. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up in.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all review.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Santos' kick is up and through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So, message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jaguars offense and Travis Etienne set to take over once again. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made here at the 36. And they'll go again with Etienne.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Go, let's go. Hey.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Red on red.
Lawrence. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
From the 35, here's a 2nd down and 9. Swift going to try up the middle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A short throw to Ingram. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And Ingram really came into his own a season ago as we saw him surpass 100 catches and nearly 1,000 yards for the first time in his career. He's become a major focal point for this offense, and his explosiveness can really power what they do.
He'll get that underneath Etienne. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Red, 23. Think right open.
Here's Lawrence. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Welcome back now here in London. And we've got a dandy here, a 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
11.
Now Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Now Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Duvernay in motion. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year, and the Jaguars will add to their 4th quarter lead. On third down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. But now the Bears coming out as they get ready. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore. 72 yards. And the Bears have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion no good. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
The Jaguars offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. He's got a rushing touchdown of the game already as you check to see where he is ranked in rushing TDs coming into the weekend. They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
30 left.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Hey, kill. Safe right. 11. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. That's caught. It's the former Bill, Gabe Davis. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Hey, run.
Etienne up the middle. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run again. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Throwing now, Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Back to throw, Lawrence. And this one is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot.